Welcome back, True Seeker. One last video to close out the month of March. Always trying to wake up at least one more person to this simple yet profound code of how the rituals of the world that make the mainstream media are rigged. Again, if you haven't heard of Cabala, look it up. Within Cabala, there's the practice of coding numbers into words. And if you learn this simple code, you'll see through history, you'll see through the headlines, you'll see through the rigged sports games, the rigged elections. You'll see through things like the death of Princess Diana and how it was synced with Queen Elizabeth and her husband, who's now King Charles. And it's as simple as this. Today, King Charles of the royal family says he will visit the Orange Clown at the White House. And notice today is 137 days after Charles' birthday. And don't forget, his birthday leaves 47 days left in the year. The chump number 47, of course, Trump equals 47. But yeah, it's 137 days after Charles' birthday. This inbred freak, he almost makes Trump look handsome. It's always bothered me that people are obsessed with the royal family. It's like, do you like looking at these inbred, disgusting, decrepit people? Good God. But anyway, it's 137 days after Charles' birthday, and royal family equals 137. If you're new here, the code is very simple. It's the alphabetic order. A is 1 up to Z is 26. It's also the alphabetic order in reverse. Z is 1 back to A is 26. Notice how White House is 137. So is government. So is authority. 137 is a pretty special number. It's the 33rd prime number, which is celebrated by Masonry. And, of course, the royal family is Masonic. And so is Washington, D.C., the capital city. And lo and behold, I forgot to put Washington, D.C. up there. Washington, D.C. equals 137. Washington equals 130. D is 4. C is 3. 130 plus 4 plus 3 is 137. It should have been up there, but yeah, it's another 137. And you could also say today's the 138th day of Charles' age. It's either 137 days after his birthday, which is true, or it's the 138th day of his age, which is also true. Donald Trump 138, like federal. And here's what you need to know, they say. The reality is you don't need to know any of this. Inbred freakazoid visiting Orange Clown at White House. It's not anything you need to know. King Charles and Queen Camilla have confirmed their visit to the United States is on. The couple was invited by President Donald Trump, and their trip comes as the nation prepares to mark the 250th anniversary of American independence. There's a lie. We never got free. You guys should look into the early part of the country. The majority of people here were German, and they wanted the language to be German. But instead we speak English, the language of the world. The calendar and the language all synced up, all one system being used for this Kabbalistic world domination. Again, remember, some people believe there's sorcery in this. And is there not? Because why are so many people obsessed with this uglier than ugly royal family? Not to make it about physical appearances, but we know in this world it mostly is. I can understand when people are checking out supermodels, but good God, the royal family, I almost need a barf bag. Anyway, President Trump and First Lady Melania Trump visited Windsor Castle in September of 2025. We covered that. It was by the numbers. So yeah, the king, remember he became the king at age 74. The king equals 74, like London, like English, like occult, like Masonic, like Gematria. Remember when Trump left office at age 74 and I told you they'll resurrect his political career? As in they, the Society of Jesus, the ones who gave us the language in the calendar. Remember, Jesus equals 74, like cross, like Messiah, like gospel, like parables. And just for the record, all these things I'm stating equals 74. That's all just using the most simple cipher. A, B, C is 1, 2, 3. Don't forget, killing is 74. And for King Charles' 74th birthday, we had the Kings Road killings in Idaho and also the Virginia Cavaliers football player killings. Cavaliers in history are those who fought for the other King Charles during the time of the English Civil War. But who could forget those twisted, dark rituals for the King's 74th birthday? There was the woman who drowned as well over in the UK, and it was like on the anniversary of the same thing happening in history. That was a big 74 ritual too. But yeah, notice they're going to be here from April 27th through April 30th. And wow, that's where it starts to get interesting. April 30th will be the Church of Satan's 60th birthday. And it reminds you that Trump's ex-wife, Ivana, fell down the stairs and died exactly 60 weeks into the first Jesuit Ignatian year. That's the Society of Jesus. And that was the same day Trump said he'd run in the 60th election. It reminds you what Charles did to Diana. Remember that happened in France, where the Jesuits were created. But yeah, Donald Trump's 60. Trump runs on mega, the highest degree of the Church of Satan. And we know it's not an accident, because from the Church of Satan's birthday to Trump's is 45 days, like he was 45 the first time around. And don't forget when Barack Hussein Obama, he told the joke at the White House Correspondents' Dinner, April 30th, 2011, the 45th birthday of the Church of Satan. Can you believe it was already 15 years ago? On the 15th birthday of the Church of Satan, he told the joke with Trump there that Trump would become the 45th president. So yeah, these two guys that did not so nice things to their ex-wife, even worse than grabbing them by the pussy. Remember how hard of a time they gave OJ? OJ was the original pussy grabber, wasn't he, now that I think about it? Poor OJ. They did OJ dirty. I don't think he was really guilty of any of that, but his name got dragged through the mud. I guarantee you it wasn't half as bad as either of these creeps. The orange clown and the Charles. But yeah, anyway, it is going to be the Church of Satan's 60th birthday. God knows what Charles and Trump will be doing. Don't forget King Charles III. It's another one of these Make America Great things. They say mega. They say that's what it stands for, but we all know mega is the highest degree of the Church of Satan. And speaking of Satan, today is March 31st, 331, the day that they say they're going to the White House. It's a lot like the number 331, which is the 67th prime number. 331, the 67th prime. King equals 67, so does Satanic. King and Satanic. So what a day for the announcement. And you know what else is going on just about news and sports and politics and all this crap? Look at what game is going on in the NBA. Oh, there it is right there for the top story tonight. King James. Remember, the son of King James in history was King Charles, and that was one from the English Civil War when his followers were called Cavaliers, like LeBron won the finals for the Cavs on the real King James' birthday back on June 19, 2016. Trump just did that King James Bible ritual this year, playing his 1611th game and getting the Lakers their 45th win of the year, like Holy Bible equals 45, like the King James Bible came out in 1611, the year that King James turned 45. But look at who's playing each other tonight, you guys. The Lakers and the Cavs on the day that King Charles says he's coming to meet the chump. Remember, Trump had his convention in LeBron's Cavs stadium right after he won on the real King James' birthday. And that was after Trump announced from the 58-story Trump Tower for the 58th U.S. presidential election. The real King James died at age 58. For the record, Freemasonry equals 58, as does Rosicrucian, as does Secret Society, as does London, England. But yeah, Trump. So many 58 rituals for that 58th election, including killing Prince, who died just for his 58th birthday on the Queen's birthday. Don't forget that. And then this last rigged selection for Trump, he got 58% of the Electoral College on Remember the 5th of November, the day in history the Jesuits tried to kill King James. I mean, give me 47 days left in the year. Give me a break. So, yeah, just wanted to get that detail.
Why it's not connected? Connecting unsuccessful, it says.
Learn your gematria. The games are rigged. We'll leave it there for now, Truth Seeker. Sweet girl's here to show me her new shoes. Who's got some shiny new shoes? Sweet girl. Sweet girl. Do you want to say anything to the Truth Seekers? Do you want to say anything to the Truth Seekers? She waved hi to you guys. We'll leave it there for now, Truth Seeker.